This is an update from the case number 002 werewolf, possible dog man. This is an encounter happened in the same area back in 1974, 50 years prior to the latest one. It is 1974, late summer, in the country near Verona, Missouri. It was a hot, late summer night. Temperatures over 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the day and in the 90s at night. I was 11 at the time, living in an old farmhouse with my mother, siblings, and stepfather. We had no air conditioning, only box fans. The air was so hot, still, and dry that it felt like you could suffocate laying in bed. Everyone was miserable from the heat, so we decided to go for a drive. The house didn't have air conditioning, but Mom's Oldsmobile did. We were driving north on Farm Road Lawrence 1140, having just turned off of State Highway 60. The dirt road leads to a low water crossing at Brown Hollow Creek. We planned to stop there because it was always cooler there. As we pulled up on the creek bank, we saw a large bulk and eye shine on the other side of the creek. I remember my stepdad saying, "What the hell is that? Is that a dog?" It was a large black furry animal lapping water from the creek. My stepdad honked the horn and the animal looked up at us. I remember the eyes glowed a bright yellow green in the headlights. It then looked back down, continued lapping, totally unconcerned by our presence. Stepdad sounded the horn again. The creature stopped drinking and slowly stood up, not just to all fours, but up on its hind legs. It seemed to take forever to do so. I remember hearing my mom, a devout Catholic, praying out loud. The creature was very tall and somewhat man-like. The head was definitely canine, more like a very broad German Shepherd than anything else. A thick ruff of black hair fur covered its head, neck, and shoulders, like a cowl or cape. The same dark fur covered the outside of the arms, legs, but was thick in the groin area, looking almost like a loincloth made of fur. The hair thinned as it reached the chest, abdomen, and the insides of the forearms. The arms were long. The long fingered hands hung below its knees even when fully upright. The long fingers ended in black talons, looking more like claws of an eagle than the nails of a dog. The long legs were lean and muscular, and the creature walked on the balls of its feet, the heel joint located well above the ground. This gave the legs a canine look and accounted for much of the additional height of the creature. The feet had the same black talons, though smaller, as the hands did. I remember seeing the top of the creature's head brushing the limb of the tree above it. The thing looked at us, obviously unhappy with the horn sound, and curled up one of the lips, exposing long, sharp teeth. I remember thinking the lip curl made the thing look like it was trying to impersonate Elvis Presley. Then the creature gave us a look that I can only call disdain, turned, and walked off into the woods, bordering the creek. My stepdad, over my mom's protest, opened his door and stepped out. We can hear the creature moving away, at first walking, but then running on two legs. I had played in those woods many times. There was a band of trees between the creek and the fence about 20 yards wide. Then a tree stand, barbed wire fence, then an open hayfield. From the sound, the creature ran on two legs to the fence, vaulted over it, and then dropped on all fours to run across the field. As fast as it could move on two legs, it could move much faster on four. My mom refused to talk about the creature and promised dire punishment if we even said the word werewolf. The next morning, my stepdad and I went back to the creek with the tape measure. The branch that the animal's head had brushed against was over 7 feet off the ground. It was a gravel bank that did not take tracks, and the hard baked dirt of the fields wouldn't even give a track for anything less than a tank. Other things I remember about the creature, I did not see a tail. The creature appeared to be male, even though the genitals were not apparent in the fur covering. The creature's chest and abdomen were mostly bare, and it had only one set of nipples, like a human, not four sets like a dog. It was both extremely muscular and lean at the same time. The muscles were those of a runner, not those of a bodybuilder. The hips were quite narrow. I got a sense that the creature was old, very old, and filled with wicked wisdom, if that makes any sense. I think this encounter was one that opened my eyes to the paranormal. It's like when somebody says, "Do you see that deer?" And you can't see it until they point it out to you. After that, you see them all over the place. I think once you see something outside the norm and accept that you have, it makes it easier for you to see other things. I hope you guys enjoyed this other report. It's the same report as what I got a couple months ago, just 50 years prior to the one that happened a couple months ago. I'll be heading into that area soon to be doing an investigation. Let me know in the comments what you think, and as always, peace, love, and blessings to you all.